Boyega continues to throw shade at Disney and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Hello, it's Everything Star Wars. My name is Rob. This is coming from Bounding Into Comics. I'm here and I'm glad you're there. In May 19, John Boyega promised he would share his true feelings regarding Star Wars following the release of The Rise of Skywalker. His promise came after a fan made a tweet. They wanted to know if he would share his true feelings, and he said, "Don't worry, I most definitely will." In June, another tweet came from a person named Grandmeister Beatty. And he said, "John Boyega is the most useless character in the current Star Wars franchise, but you don't have him say anything at how bad that writing is." Now, he didn't mean John Boyega is the most useless character. I think he meant to say John Boyega's character Finn is the most useless character in the Star Wars franchise. John Boyega responded with, "I have those discussions on set." In November, The Rise of Skywalker was about to hit theaters. John Boyega detailed that he didn't realize that a number of fans believed that Disney's Star Wars team did Finn dirty throughout the sequel series. This comes from a Twitter handler named Tugs. And they write, "They really did Finn dirty. He has the most interesting backstory of all the new characters, and they decided to push him to the side. It sucks." Boyega said, "I really didn't know many fans felt this way." Then in December, an article promoting The Rise of Skywalker, Boyega explained that he felt Finn's role in The Last Jedi was a bit iffy. Boyega explained, "The Force Awakens, I think, was the beginning of something quite solid. The Last Jedi, if I'm being honest, I'd say that was feeling a bit iffy for me." He elaborated, "I didn't necessarily agree with a lot of the choices in that, and that's something that spoke to Mark Hamill a lot about, and we had conversations about it. And it was hard for all of us because we were separated." Another Twitter came later on from COVID 2012 with a K, K-O-V-I-D. "John Boyega, you have no reason to be embarrassed by that movie." Disney, however, that came on April 19th, just a few days ago. And Boyega responded with, literally, "That's their problem. LOL." Even I have to admit that Finn, John Boyega's character Finn, had one of the most interesting story arcs of the sequel trilogy. He's a First Order trooper that was defecting because he didn't agree with the way the First Order were doing things. He didn't want to kill people he felt were innocent. So why am I fighting a war? I don't understand what I'm fighting. He just wanted to get away from the First Order, run from the First Order. But then he wound up trying to fight the First Order as he joined up with Rey. He had a connection with Rey. We all thought maybe, who knows, maybe they were going to be lovers. Maybe they were interested in each other. We find out later in The Rise of Skywalker, it's not that. It's their Force connected. He's a Force sensitive. Guess hoping, hey Rey, I do have the Force. I didn't know it. I realize it now. Can you help me? His character could have been fantastic. And it seemed like all they did throughout these movies is him screaming. Him screaming for Rey. Rey, 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 Rey. That's all it seemed like. Consistently of him screaming for And here's what I didn't get about it too. In The Force Awakens, he gets annihilated by Kylo Ren. Like, ripped his back. That lightsaber should have ripped his back open. Should he have been dead? Most likely, yes. But if there's not really a time gap between the Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, how does he get revived instantly? I mean, it was like instantaneously. In such a short span of time, you would think that he had to heal. And he was in pain. Somehow, he gets up and like nothing ever happened. Then he's in a horrible, horrible crash because Rose Tico, in one of the worst scenes of Star Wars ever, in my opinion, Rose Tico smashes into him to save him from him trying to stop this weapon from getting into the Resistance base. And instead of him taking out that cannon, she smashes into him. God knows the speed that they were going at. And he's in front of the First Order. And tons of walkers. Can anyone explain to me how he gets from there back into the base and they get out in time with him there intact and nothing? He's fine? And Rose is fine? Like nothing ever happened? It just didn't make any sense, and that was probably, to me, the worst scene in all Star Wars. The worst. I felt they wasted this character, that Finn could have been really something special. Could have been a fantastic storyline, and they just killed it. I mean, again, he was mostly screaming Rey. He really didn't have much of an arc. And it was there. It was there for the taking. To me, they just ruined the whole character. And apparently, John Boyega feels exactly that way. But you, let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Do you think that Finn was totally wasted in the sequel trilogy? Do you agree with me and John Boyega? How do you feel about his character? What do you think his character could have been, should have been? Let me know in that comment section down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, come be a part of Everything Star Wars family, and I'll see you next time on Everything Star Wars. Take care, everyone.